नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल, गुड आफ्टरनून। मुझे आप सब लोगों को वेलकम करते हुए बड़ी खुशी हो रही है। आप अपना कीमती समय निकाल के ये वेबिनार में शरीक होने जा रहे हैं और ये इसीलिए काबिले तारीफ है कि आज देखिए तो इतने सारे वेबिनार हो रहे हैं कि at any given point of time there are 2-3 webinars going on, and despite the fact that you have chosen to be a part of this specially curated session on building an e-commerce jewelry business, I think we are really grateful, we are honored to have you with us. So to going forward, what I will do is I will introduce our speaker today. And before I do that, I want you to have a look at your screens. There are various buttons. So there is a Q&A button, there is a poll button, there is a chat button. So what you need to do is, if you have any suggestions, please type in the chat box. If you have questions, please type in your questions. And we are also going to conduct a poll. It's a very simple poll, and you need to take part in that also. So let me assure you that whatever questions you will ask, आज जो भी आप सवाल पूछोगे, हम कोशिश करेंगे कि उसके सारे जवाब इसी सेशन में दिए जाए। लेकिन हो सकता है कि अगर समय की पाबंदी के वजह से हम लोग ना कर पाए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आपके ईमेल आईडीज और आपके कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स हमारे पास हैं, तो मैं आपको इत्मीनान दिलाना चाहता हूं कि आपके सारे सवालों के जवाब जरूर दिए जाएंगे। So now I would request Mr. Charles Theodore to join us. So to talk to you about today's topic, which will follow later, he has prepared a wonderful presentation just for all of us. So Charles has been a newcomer to our jewelry industry. He is the marketing head of eJewelry, and he joined, I think, about 7 months back.
That's
so
right.
what we always look forward is the newcomer's perspective, the fresh ideas. What happens when a person is a part of the industry, he gets used to it. So he may not have the new insights and the open or broad-minded thinking. But the newcomer's ideas and his initial impressions are very important. So without further ado, Charles, welcome. How are you this afternoon?
I'm good, Anil bhai. Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, and what I propose that I would first invite you to tell us more about your career journey, and what specific assignments you handled at Flipkart and PayPal.
Sure. Before I start, I hope everyone is fine, everybody is safe at home, and hope it continues to be so. To give you a quick background about me, I've been in the internet industry for a very long time. In fact, I would say I'm like a child of the internet. I started my career way back in around 2001 with IndiaTimes.com. That was the first big portal that used to be there. But yes, have been with various organizations, and my last few stints have been really interesting. So with Flipkart, with PayPal, and so these were really good ones. At Flipkart, I used to manage the online marketing and also brand marketing bit. I used to also manage the exclusive brand launches, which was like a Motorola or a Xiaomi and all of these. Flipkart was a different ball game altogether. Every day we used to do something, every week we used to do something new, and we used to innovate. At PayPal, I used to manage the marketing, both B2B and B2C marketing, and I used to manage marketing for India. Like Anil bhai said, it's a new industry for me altogether. I've the last 7 months have been a very eye-opening session for me, and I've been learning a lot. I've been on this learning curve overall, working with the founders, our CEOs, and so it's been enjoyable to be in the luxury shopping industry also.
Oh, great. So I look forward to having a fruitful and interesting conversation with you. But before we do that, I request you to conduct that poll exercise, which is very simple.
Sure. So I've already started the poll. And I hope everyone can actually see the 5 questions that have been there in the poll. you can start polling now. Like Anil Bhai said, the whole objective is कि हम थोड़ा जानना चाहते हैं आपके बारे में and about what are your interests overall. So you can start polling now. We have like a minute that you can still poll for, and then I'll publish the results. If you see, it's pretty interesting and good questions that could give you all a good insight about who's coming from which part of India, what are their interests, and all about it. So I'll wait for a minute and then I'll end the poll. Is that good, Anil bhai?
Yes, yes. So let people click their answers and let them submit.
Like rapid polling happening. That's really nice.
Yeah. So actually, I have done my bit, and let's for 30 seconds more. And once we have the answers from everybody, hopefully, then you can announce the results. Then we can take this forward.
Got it.
So are we all set?
Yeah. Can I end the poll or should I keep it on for some? Because I see a lot more people voting.
Yes. So give them, extend the time limit, because the whole idea is people should participate.
Yes, yes, of course. It's a Saturday. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, yeah. And you can also learn a lot of things. The content may be serious, but if you do it in a lighter vein, I think it makes an impact faster than if it is a serious thing. You know.
So everyone, there is a multiple choice question also, which is question number 3. So you can choose 2 different answers or 3 answers also if you want to.
So do we have the answers from everybody?
Yeah, there's quite a few. So 70 out of 102 have already voted.
So guys, please be fast. We look forward to your feedback before we announce the poll results.
I think we can end the poll now. There's 69% participation.
Yes. Okay, you can announce the results. So majority of the people, okay, results you can announce, please.
Sure. So for question number 1, if you are a jewelry retailer, in which region is your store located? There are 24% from North India, 15% are from South India, 7% from East India, and a big percentage from West India. So 54% overall from West India. That's interesting. When we talk about e-commerce, which name comes to your mind first? Amazon is a clear winner. 86% people say that. 11% people say they know about Flipkart, and only 3% say they know about Alibaba. Okay.
So we have received very interesting answers. So I think.
Yeah, the third question basically is that tell us about your store brand's presence online. It's a multiple choice, and 42% people have a website, 49% have both an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and 21% have an e-commerce enabled website. That's very impressive.
Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you for participating. So going forward, let's begin with our topic of discussion. But before we do that, let me start on the little bit sad note, because we have to acknowledge the fact that all of us are going through very tough times, and things are very uncertain. There is a lot of uncertainty. The things are unprecedented. The lockdown is not yet over. Some of the markets have opened up. But as we move forward and gradually the markets open, we have to have a very strong resolve, and we have to collaborate together. Because देखो जिंदगी है, जिंदगी में उतार चढ़ाव आते ही रहते हैं, लेकिन ऐसे उतार भी है वैसे चढ़ाव भी है. जब शाम होती है तो दिन भी निकलने ही वाला है. तो let me begin our session on a little bit of a poetic note. तो जनाब जावेद अख्तर साहब कहते हैं कि जिंदगी है तो ख्वाब है, ख्वाब है तो मंजिलें हैं, मंजिलें हैं तो फासले हैं, फासले हैं तो रास्ते हैं, रास्ते हैं तो मुश्किलें हैं, मुश्किल है तो हौसला है, और अगर हौसला है तो विश्वास है, क्योंकि फाइटर हमेशा जीतता है. I think most of us are fighters. So let's fight it out, and let's begin this session on a positive note. So when we are talking about the online space, you know, when we are talking about the digital medium and the online medium, these two technologies are not new. They are quite old. If you are talking about webinars, you know, video conferencing is at least 2 decades old. Most of us hate to participate in webinars before the pandemic. But see what has happened today? Everybody has attended at least 5 webinars. So the e-learning, the pandemic has hastened or accelerated the process of e-learning, and which is a very good sign, because most of us have realized that we don't know everything. We have to learn from each other. So it's a very good thing. Secondly, as consumers, we have always known the power of digital media. We have spent a lot of time online, whether it is on a computer or on a smartphone. So on an average, a consumer spends, or he looks at his smartphone at least 150 times in a day. But our industry has been a little laid back in adopting the online medium wholeheartedly. So there are reasons for it, and some of the reasons are, I'm a brick and mortar retailer. Is the medium relevant to me? ज्वेलरी तो नहीं बिकेगा ऑनलाइन, हमारी चीज महंगी है, लोगों पहनना चाहेंगे, देखना चाहेंगे, छूना चाहेंगे. और दूसरी अहम बात है कि मैं सारा कलेक्शन अगर दिखा दूंगा ऑनलाइन तो मेरे डिजाइन कॉपी हो जाएंगे, है ना. और फिर वो जो बिलिंग होती है, कैश में करनी है, कैसी करनी है, वो सब तो मेरी अंदरूनी मामला है, तो मैं क्यों इन्वाइट करूं. और सबसे अहम बात कि अगर मुझे डिजिटल मीडियम में करना ही है तो सेल तो आने वाला है नहीं. मेरा फेसबुक पेज है, इंस्टाग्राम पेज है, मैं उसी से खुश हूँ. Most of us have thought that way. And the another most important consideration is the fact that whenever there is a new trend happening, new technology which comes in, you know, there is a lack of awareness. So when there is a lack of awareness, people are afraid. किसको पूछें? How do I express my ignorance? तो और अगर सामने वाले को पता चलेगा कि I am ignorant about this, तो वो मुझे बेवकूफ बनाएगा. ये बात.
Sorry to interrupt. I think a couple of people can't hear you too well, so if you can speak up a bit.
Okay. तो लोगों को लगता है कि अगर मैं अपना वीकनेस सामने बता दूंगा कि मुझे इस मीडियम की जानकारी नहीं है, तो शायद वो मुझे बेवकूफ बनाएंगे, वो मुझसे ज्यादा फीस लेंगे. ये सारे सवाल लोगों में उठते हैं, लोगों के दिल में आते हैं. और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि ये टेक्नोलॉजी हैंडल कौन करेगा, मुझे इसके लिए स्पेशली एक आदमी अपॉइंट करना. तो ये सब चीजें लोगों के दिमाग में थी. लेकिन क्या हो गया कि ड्यूरिंग इस लॉकडाउन के दौरान लोगों को पता चल चुका है कि ये ऑनलाइन मीडियम को अपनाने के सिवा कोई चारा नहीं है. तो कोई बात नहीं, आप देर आए दुरुस्त आए. और आपको पते की बात बताऊं कि जैसे तनिष्क जैसा जो ज्वेलर है, इट इज फाउंडेशन इज द ब्रिक एंड मॉर्टर प्रेजेंस. दे हैव 328 stores. But what they did during the pandemic, there was a Akshaya Tritiya, which is a major buying occasion, and they witnessed 1 million footfalls at their website. So their total contribution from online sales is only 2%. But during this lockdown, they have witnessed the potential. They also have a CaratLane as a platform. And if you see, CaratLane started as a pure play online retailer, but they also had to open physical stores. So the way forward is to have a 360-degree approach. So your true digital presence will comprise of your online store, your offline store, and your presence on social media platform. So with this perspective, I now request Charles to share his presentation that he has made only for us. Over to you, Charles.
Thank you, Anil bhai. I'll just share my screen. Hi, I hope everyone can see my screen.
Make it full screen, please.
Yeah, just give me a second. I have like a bad cough. Sorry about that. Is it better now?
Yeah.
So thanks, Anubhai, for the introduction and also for building it up for me. Welcome to the session, everyone, about how to build your jewelry e-commerce business. Before I actually start, let's talk a bit about an interesting topic like gold. Now, and how is gold very important in different occasions that we celebrate. So right from the time when a child is born, we prefer to give gifts of gold. When at engagements, there is an exchange of rings that happen, that's also of gold. When everybody gets married, now that's when we do a lot of jewelry shopping. So there is pendants, there are necklaces, there are chains, there are rings that are bought, earrings, and a lot of things are shopped online and offline also. Now, at festivals, it is auspicious for us to buy gold, and also at different festivals throughout the entire year. We even actually add gold to our food, and apparently, if consumed in small quantities and adequate quantities, it's supposed to be good for health also. The funny part is at festivals, we even actually share funny greetings which are about gold itself. What do you think, Anubhai?
Yeah. What looking at this visual of Bappi Lahiri, पहले तो मुझे एक जोक याद आया, एक लतीफा आपके साथ शेयर करता हूँ कि हुआ यूं कि जो हमारे मशहूर एक्टर थे राजकुमार, जो अब गुजर गए हैं, मरहूम राजकुमार साहब. So he was a very good actor, but he was a very eccentric guy. He used to wear funny clothes. तो हुआ यूं कि एक पार्टी में बप्पीदा और राजकुमार सामने सामने आ गए. तो ये बप्पीदा ने राजकुमार से शेक हैंड किया और कहा कि राज साहब, आप तो बड़े स्मार्ट लग रहे हो, वैसे हम कैसे लग रहे हैं, आपको हम कैसे लग रहे हैं? तो राजकुमार ने उनको सर से पांव तक देखा और कहा, जानी, ये सब तो ठीक है, लेकिन तुम्हारा मंगलसूत्र कहाँ है? तुम तो शादीशुदा हो, कहाँ है तुम्हारा मंगलसूत्र? तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि यहाँ मंगलसूत्र नहीं है, लेकिन मंगलसूत्र ऑनलाइन बहुत अच्छा बिकता है. और मेरी यही ख्वाहिश है कि बप्पीदा जैसे कई शख्स हिंदुस्तान में उनसे इंस्पिरेशन लेके ज्वेलरी खरीदना और पहनना शुरू कर दें, तो हम सब ज्वेलर भाई बहनों का काफी फायदा हो सकता है. Now you can proceed further.
Yeah, I think actually Bapida would be like a dream customer for most of the people in this session. So हमें सब पता है कि gold इतना बिकता है, people love gold. It's almost like a fascination for us in India, even globally also. But maximum of this gold has been sold in showrooms. And over the years, if you actually see, there is, just give me a second, I think there is, yeah, so if you actually see that maximum gold has been sold through jewelry showrooms and jewelry stores, but a very small percentage has been sold online through e-commerce platforms. Now this percentage is actually growing. McKinsey, which is one of the global research consultants, actually came up with this estimation saying by 2025, 20% of gold is going to be sold through e-commerce platforms. Now that's a large chunk that is going to be sold through e-commerce platforms. But also a lot of people are going to buy through physical stores. Talking about e-commerce platforms, let's look at some of the trends in the e-commerce industry. The overall e-commerce industry is actually pegged in 2021 to be around 6 lakh crores. Now this overall includes e-tailers, so shopping through a Flipkart and Amazon. It also includes booking tickets online. It also includes buying your grocery stuff online, and so many new channels that are selling online through e-commerce platforms. आप सोचते होंगे कि what is in it for me as a jeweler and what can I learn about jewelry over here? Yes, the numbers are pretty interesting. Online retail jewelry itself, in 2024, it's supposed to be estimated at 50,000 crores. That is 50,000 crores worth gold or jewelry is going to be sold online. That's a big number. Now, this number is subject to change because of the entire coronavirus or the COVID situation. It has actually been interesting to see consumer behavior also shift from where it was and actually come into a new different behavior change and learnings that we have. Let's have a quick look at the consumer behavior and how it's impacted it. So a recent report from National Retail Federation, which is the NRF, a very recent report says that there's going to be more adoption of online shopping. And 9 out of 10 consumers changed their traditional shopping habits. More than 50% of consumers who used to buy at a store are now buying the same products online. And 6 out of 10 consumers are actually worried about visiting a store because they're going to, they're scared they're going to contract the COVID virus. Now, that's an alarming number. The 50% draft that has happened overall, that is a huge shift. McKinsey again has come up with a very interesting report for the next few months and actually for a year, which says that consumer spending on luxury shopping overall is going to reduce. Now, how much is it going to reduce? Grocery shopping, for example, is, if you see from this chart, grocery shopping is going to increase by 17%. Household supplies is also going to increase by 14%, by 14 points. Jewelry shopping, on the other hand, is going to drop by minus 51 points. That can be a bit scary if this report is true. But as jewelry brands today that we are, your brands are also important to you. So what are you supposed to do in this entire whole situation? Is there an expectation that you will have to spend more on advertising? Or are you supposed to find new channels for sales? The answer to both of this is yes. E-commerce is the solution for you. So, आप सोचते होंगे कि how can eJewelry actually help you? Just to give you a very quick introduction about what eJewelry is, we are India's first omni-channel jewelry marketplace. And आज के दिन में we actually have 160 jewelers on board who are selling the products through our platform. Now these 160 jewelers are selling it across 100 cities. Now they are from different cities across India. आप अगर ये slide गौर से देखें, you can actually see that we have brands like Vaman Haripete, we have DP Jewelers, we have PNG, we have Ranka, we have Kothari Jewelers, and a lot of other brands on board with us who are selling the products online through our platform. And you think about, we call ourselves an omni-channel platform. There are so many words that are used today in this digital era. There is B2B, there is B2C, there is omni-channel, but our mantra बहुत ही ज़्यादा simple है. Our mantra is basically on online to offline. Now, online to offline, very, very simply put, our mantra of online to offline, very, very simply put, can be understood through a very small example, which is of the car purchase industry. Now, a car purchase example overall, because it's a high involvement category. Now, if you see when a person is buying a car, first you think about what your requirement is. Do you want a manual shift? Do you want an automatic? Do you actually want a Honda? Do you want to buy a Maruti? Do you want to buy a Mercedes? After thinking about that, हम फिर बाद में एक budget के बारे में सोचते हैं. हमारे पास इतना ही budget है and we should purchase within this. But after this is when the actual changes happen. So consumers start the online research after thinking about the budget and they identify the brand. So the online research would be they go to a website, a car comparison website, or they will go to a Honda's website, or they will go to a Maruti's website. They will even ask their friends and family about the views about the car that they have. After they shortlisted 3 brands, then they will take a test drive. After these test drive, they actually identify one brand and they purchase a car. Now, the reason I'm telling you about this is because jewelry is also very, very similar. हमें सब पता है कि अगर 1 लाख से 5 लाख या 10 लाख का कोई नेकलेस है, वो ऑनलाइन बिकने नहीं वाला है, because people are not very sure about, they don't trust that the platform so much that they can buy a 10 lakh worth jewelry online. If you actually see the cycle when you're buying jewelry, you first think about, do you want a necklace? Do you want a earring? Do you want a chain? Do you want a ring? And then after that, you put a budget to it that this is my amount that I'm going to actually buy worth of. People do a lot of research online about who's selling the best product. They can easily go to any of the jewelry brand websites. They can go to online websites and compare and see. And they also ask their friends and family for which is the best place that I can shop online with. After that, they will go to 10 different jewelry shops, find out and see who has the best designs and what is the purity, the best costs. And then they make up their mind about, I need to buy from this X store. Now, eJewelry actually is a unique online-offline connect, and consumers can discover the products online. And at the other hand, once they like a product, they can actually book a store appointment and try and buy the product at the store. We are a unique online-offline connect, or the O2O that I spoke about. I will leave you with this.
ये दिखने में तो अच्छा लग रहा है, पर मुझ पर कैसा लगेगा?
मैडम, आपको बस अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करना है। वेलकम मैडम, आपके सिलेक्टेड प्रोडक्ट्स रेडी हैं, नो वेटिंग। थैंक यू मैम।
Book an appointment at your favorite jewelry store only on ejewelry.com.
So this video was supposed to be about, it was published, I think, almost 6 months ago. And we have a lot of views on our YouTube channel for it. It was supposed to make consumers understand how and why they should actually book an appointment and actually go and try and buy a product. Sorry. So if you actually sign up on eJewelry and you kind of go ahead with the entire process, we promise to actually create your store in 2 days' time. Now, 48 hours is what you need to get your entire jewelry business digitized. When I say digitized, we create a store for you. And आपका brand हमारे लिए बहुत important है, so we give a lot of prominence to the brand that you have. So when we create a store for you, if you can see my mouse and the cursor on the screen, we actually add your logo of your brand, the name of your brand, the actual address of your store also, besides all the products that are going to be listed by you on the website. If I actually go to one of the inside pages of eJewelry and I see a category wise and I surf category wise, आप देख सकते हैं कि there is the brand name of your store over here. There is the city location of your store, and there's also price of the product. When a consumer clicks on any of these things and actually gets to a product page, what they see is a lot more interesting. They can actually see the brand name. They can see the address of your store. They can see a lot of details about the product. क्या ये hallmark है? Is it what is the carat of it? And the grammage of it, everything. Now, what is more interesting over here is if a consumer is actually confident about buying the product online, they can click directly on the buy now button and make the payment and get the product delivered to their own house or wherever they are. But if they want to try the product, which is a lot of cases that happen, even if I want to buy my jewelry or a chain, I would want to feel the chain and see how it is. So I would then see which is the store close by to my location and click on the store appointment button, book a store appointment, go there and try and buy the product. What also happens with customers is all the time they have a lot of queries, a lot of thoughts, a lot of questions. If there is a question, a customer can chat with our customer support team, or they can call them on a WhatsApp number and even they can exchange messages. And a customer support team can actually help them out with the entire process of shopping online or actually booking a store appointment. When we optimize our whole website, we keep in mind the brands and our brand partners and our jeweler partners. So we ensure that we have a lot of optimizations that we do for our jeweler partners to be visible. A simple example of this is, if you can see the top screenshot, you have Mani Ramji Jewelers. Now, Inka store is in a place called Devas. On Google, if you search for Mani Ramji Jewelers Devas, the first result जो Google पे आता है is of the store on eJewelry. The second is their Facebook page. Similarly, if you actually look at Karan Kothari Jewelers जो नागपुर में है, if you search for them on Google, the second result that you see is of eJewelry store that they have. The first, of course, is going to be their own website, which is how Google algorithms work. Whenever we do any sale at eJewelry, or be it a small one like for Raksha Bandhan, or be it a large one for Diwali and all of it, we do a lot of promotions. And in all these marketing promotions, we ensure कि आपका brand का maximum visibility होना चाहिए. So if you see over here, one of the screenshots of a promotion, where we actually give visibility to PMG Jewels. We give a lot of visibility to our brand partners after they sign up on eJewelry. This is one interesting part, and I think Anil Bhai also will agree. And from my time at Flipkart and PayPal, we used to work on a lot of data. Our decisions were data driven, and even at eJewelry, our decisions are completely data driven. Now, when you sign up with eJewelry and have a store, we give you a lot of information about what is happening in a store. All this data analytics is free.
Now, I just want to add one point here. Charles, don't mind. You mentioned a very relevant point about the data. See, in the United States, Amazon has launched a credit card. In the States, the interest rates are very low. So what Amazon has done is they have issued credit cards and issued to their customers on a complimentary basis. And you know what they are doing? They are not charging any interest, even if the payments are delayed. Because from where Amazon comes from, they come from a viewpoint that the data collected is more important than the interest. So they don't mind foregoing the interest, but the data is so valuable that they can use it, mine it, slice it, dice it, and address each individual customer on a personal basis. That's important.
That's true. In fact, what Amazon also does is they see the behavior patterns of anybody who's shopping on their website, and according to that, they will give preferential treatment also to customers, and recommendation engines keep running accordingly. So there's a lot of data crunching that happens. So coming back to the eJewelry analytics, आप actually इस analytics में देख सकते हैं for आपके e-store पे कितने लोग आए हैं, कितने new visitors कौन सी city से आ रहे हैं, आपके store के overall views क्या है, कितने लोगों ने like किया है कौन से product को. You can also see how many people are adding to their cart, and what is the interest levels on a product. You can see कितने लोगों ने आपके product को दूसरे किसी jewelry store के product के साथ compare किया है. You can see कितने लोगों ने appointment book किया है. Now this is a lot of data that you have, and how it can actually help you is not only by seeing what is there in your store, it can actually help you to think forward and manage what you plan to do in the future. It may sound big as of now. A simple example of what I give you. अगर आपने देखा कि a lot of people like a floral ring, for example, and you know that maximum people who seen this and liked it are from, say, Delhi. Now, if you plan to open a new store in Delhi, you already have some background that a lot of women, a lot of people in Delhi like a floral design. Not necessarily you want to put in the same floral design over there. You will want to put in your more hero products in your new Delhi store when you open it. And if it's getting sold offline, of course, these new designs that you come up with can be sold online, and they'll sell like hotcakes. काफी सारे लोग के पास एक क्वेश्चन होता है कि मेरा ऑलरेडी एक वेबसाइट है तो मार्केटप्लेस पे क्यों बेचूं? Very valid question. I think it's very important to have a website today. In fact, I was impressed with the poll which said that a lot of people have their own website. Having a website today is like having a business card. It's very, very important for you to have a business card. But why marketplaces work better? A very simple example. हम सब ने अपने टिकट्स कभी ना कभी ऑनलाइन बुक किए हैं और बुक करते ही रहते हैं, at least before the COVID situation. Now, for example, if Charles likes, if I like Indigo as an airline, I will not go to Indigo Airlines website to book my ticket. I want to save my money. I want to actually get more options to buy my ticket. I will go to a makemytrip.com and I will go to a cleartrip.com. These are also aggregators. These are also marketplaces. Now let's take the example of if I want to book my ticket from Mumbai to Bangalore, I would go to makemytrip.com, put in my entire search filters and my whatever entry I can make, and I will see a list of different airlines that get listed with the timing and the price of the ticket. I'll see Indigo over there, and I'll say, wow, okay, Indigo is my preferred airline, and I'll go and probably click unbook now. But what happens if Indigo was not listed on a Make My Trip? That's something to think about. A customer who came searching for a Mumbai to Bangalore trip and did not see their preferred airline there, they would have probably booked from another airline. Indigo Airlines lost the customer, lost that business from the customer, and that could add a lot of behavior changes also. So this is one of the aspects, one example about why you should, why marketplaces also are good compared to having your own website. The other aspect is, if I go to put it in plain comparison as a table. So what you can see on my screen is about a comparison about having your own website versus you also having your products on an eJory marketplace. So when you come onto eJory, we create a store for you, which is visible to people in India and also overseas. When you have your own website, it's the same. It's visible to people in India and overseas. The second point about what I talk about is when you have your own website, you need to put a lot of money into marketing on Google, on Facebook, on social media to get a lot of people to see your website. उनको लाने के लिए इतना आसान नहीं होता है. But on eJory as a marketplace, you have a ready audience who's already there, and they can actually come and see your products which are listed on eJory also. Now thinking about the actual investments, which is the core of it, right? Now, setup cost and maintenance cost, the two things which are important. Now, when you create a website, you have to do everything, right from booking a domain name, right from creating your design, right from refreshing it every month. All the designs need to be changed. You need to do a maintenance and AMC for month on month, year on year. This is not going to change. It's going to be a high cost for you when you have your own website, which is fair. You should have your online presence also. But when you sell or you're listed on eJory, your maintenance and setup costs are very, very low compared to what it would be on your website. Marketing के बारे में अभी थोड़ी देर पहले we just discussed that when you list your products on eJory, you have a ready audience from India and NRI markets and overseas who can actually come and check out your products. Whereas when you have your own website, आपको Google, Facebook पे तो पैसे marketing करना ही पड़ेगा, social media पे marketing तो करना ही पड़ेगा. Tech and photography is something which is very important also. Maximum Jewelers जिससे हमने बात किया था और बात करते हैं, उनका सबसे बड़ा problem is that with photography, they only have 4 or 5 products which are have good photographs and high quality photographs. Now these 4 or 5 products can get you limited. If you have your own website and you go to do a photo shoot, you have to do it for at least 30, 40 products or 100 products. And that can be expensive. बहुत महंगा हो सकता है. Whereas if you're on eJory, the cost is not very high. We take care of your photo shoot also. The last 2 points is on operations and on shipping. These can give you a real headache. And trust me, I know friends who actually set up the entire business right from the scratch. And they almost keep thinking and are on the phone talking to different delivery partners. What is the status? Different operations guys, ki merchandising ho gaya, cataloging ho gaya. It can cause a real headache, and it can take away your night's sleep also. But if you actually are listed on eJory, we take care of all those headaches for you. even when a product is shipped to anywhere in India or even overseas, the entire documentation procedure that is there, we take care of it. So these are some of the main points that actually will show you that how it's also good to be listed on a marketplace besides having your own website. If you're thinking about, if I have my own website, now I have to get onto eJory also. It's going to be such a long process. बहुत headache का काम है. It's very simple to come on board on eJory. It's just 3 simple steps that you need to do. First is complete your KYC. So basically, PAN card number, your GST number, ये सबके पास होता ही है आज के दिन में. If you have 10 products का photos, which are good quality photos, the second step is you just need to send those photos to us. And while creating a store, we will upload it for you. We also do photo shoots, but we will get you up and your store in 2 days for sure. Then we can do a lot more photo shoots and get your products to be listed on eJory. The last step, which is the third step, everybody has their Facebook page and their Instagram page. So I'm sure you have a cover photo. I'm sure you have a logo of yours, which is digitized. All you need to do is give it to us or upload it yourself, and we are done. Your brand store is set up. So if you've been thinking that how and why I should get onto eJory, I've already given you the reasons how you can start selling through an e-commerce platform like us. We have a special offer that's running, which is a free 1-month trial. This will actually help you understand and see how we are different compared to other platforms also. This trial offer is only up till June 30th. So अगर आज और कल के बीच में आप sign up करते हैं, or even by Monday or Tuesday, you can start getting your store ready on eJory, and you can actually see the entire process, how it works. We can answer questions for you regarding e-commerce. We can also help you out if you have any questions about your own website also. If you think you already have that much patience and you can do it yourself, which I'm sure everybody is very tech savvy and net savvy these days, you can just Google us and sell on eJory, and you can do your KYC sign up process yourself. And once you do your KYC sign up process, in like 1 day maximum, somebody from our team will get back to you about the next steps. So if you think that you are on eJory, now next is what? मेरे products online उनका sale होगा कि नहीं होगा? Let me give you a small example and case study if you can see my screen. Popular Gold is from Mumbai. I think 54% people are from Mumbai in this session today. Now Popular Gold came online with us almost I think 6 months ago or 7 months ago. And आज तक उनके 84,000 product views है. Now, it's not about product views also, right? I mean, people like your product, but are they buying it? The interesting part is, this graph that you see over here, the chart that you see over here, there are people buying not only from Mumbai through eJory, but also buying from smaller cities like Dibrugarh, like Guwahati, and like Sagar. I mean, besides the metros like Delhi and Bangalore and Kolkata and Chennai, which is, I think, pretty much what everybody want to do today, right? You want to sit down in your city and you want to sell to people in India, different cities, and maybe even overseas. There are some jewelers like Aranka Jewelers that we have also. They have not only sold to people to customers in India, but also in Southeast Asia, in Singapore, in the US, in Hong Kong. And of course, the list is quite long. So if you want to actually start this journey with us, I'm come to the last slide of mine. You can see at the bottom there is an email ID and there is a phone number. So you can write into us on the email ID, or you can WhatsApp us on the phone number or call us, and somebody will guide you through how you should actually proceed and get onto eJory and start selling through e-commerce platforms like us. I will now show you a small brand video. I hope you like it. And this is more around what's happening in this space today and how and why eJory helps you out.
ज्वेलर के लिए ई कॉमर्स एक बहुत डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट है, आसान नहीं है। एक अपना ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट बना के अपना माल खुद बेचना। जब एक नेशनल लेवल का प्लेटफॉर्म बनता है ई ज्वेलरी जैसा, तो ये एक नेशनल बाजार का सीन बना देता है।
And this concept of e-jewelry has been a fantastic one. It gives customers a wide variety to choose from, almost 18,000 to 20,000 designs that a customer can go and select from. Right from kundan and all the thing, right, to a small coin. So that gives the customer comfort that whatever he or she is choosing, he is choosing through a wide range. Another positive point about e-jewelry is that a customer gets to choose online and also gets to see it himself or herself offline.
ये दिखने में तो अच्छा लग रहा है, पर मुझ पर कैसा लगेगा?
मैडम, आपको बस अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करना है। वेलकम मैडम, आपके सिलेक्टेड प्रोडक्ट्स रेडी हैं, नो वेटिंग। थैंक यू मैम।
लीजिए चाय।
अरे वाह, डायमंड ब्रेसलेट और जड़ाऊ नेकलेस। लगता है पूरा इंडिया घूम के शॉपिंग की है।
नहीं आंटी जी, बस ई-जॉरी पे गई और पूरी इंडिया की ज्वेलरी घर बैठे ही मिल गई।
सच में?
So I actually see there are a lot of questions, and yes, we take all questions now, and whatever we can answer, we will definitely do that right away.
Okay,
So
so
sharing my screen, Anil bhai, and we can start with the Q&A.
yeah. So thank you very much, Charles. It was really a good presentation, and we are definitely going to answer all the questions. But before we do that, I think the poll results were very interesting. Majority of the participants said that when it comes to when it comes to online shopping or e-commerce, the first name that comes to their mind is Amazon. Yes, Amazon is a wonderful initiative, and it's the pioneer in the field of e-commerce. But just think, what are the strengths of Amazon? The strengths of Amazon are frictionless selling and ultimate convenience, buying convenience to the consumer. What is their second best quality? Low prices, logistics. Okay. But when it comes to buying experience, a luxury experience, they are way below. So Amazon is an excellent company from the buyer's perspective. But when it comes to vendor partner, I don't think, especially for jewelry, because Amazon as an organization is pro-consumer but anti-brands. They want to commoditize all brands. And they want to make a commodity out of all brands, and they want to sell it at a discount. Whereas, as jewelers, we want to create an ambiance. It's an aspirational product. It's a luxurious product, and Amazon is definitely not a place to buy jewelry. And if you don't believe me, just type diamond jewelry, search diamond jewelry on Amazon, and you will get products ranging from 800 rupees. You will not get your identity there. Plus, Amazon will never give you the analytics, who is buying and what is the consumer preference. You will never get that. So if you are a buyer, yes, Amazon is your medium. But if you are a seller, think twice. Secondly, what I found in the poll results, the question related to Apple. Apple is a great company. It's a B2C company. It is present on Amazon. Many of the customers will buy from Amazon because all these years, Apple didn't have a store. The moment they open store, people will go to the store. They will form a queue, 1 kilometer queue, they'll stand in line and will ultimately buy from that store. That's the success of Apple as a luxury brand. It's unlike other tech companies. It doesn't reduce its price every year. It goes on increasing the price. So if you are a jeweler and if you consider you as a premium and a luxury jeweler selling luxury products, you should definitely have a wow experience at your offline stores. At the same time, you need to be present on the digital mediums such as Facebook, Insta, and marketplaces such as eJewelry. Now, when you're talking about Facebook, most of us would have found in the last 2-3 years that the number of likes have reduced. You know why? Because Facebook is very commercial. Now they want money out of you. So they keep on changing their algorithms. So even within your universe, you will find that your message reaches to only 2% of the audience, target audience, your core audience. But if you spend money, you'll be able to get more results. So being present on Facebook is not the solution, not the end solution. It is one of the modes of promoting your brand. Yes, you need to have an online presence. It could be on social media, such as Insta and Facebook. You also, if you have your own website, wonderful. It's the ultimate thing. But many of your people who are starting late, and if you want to start your digital journey, online journey fast, then marketplace is the ideal opportunity. It's very fast. It's inexpensive. It provides you with a lot of information, a lot of data, so that you can prepare your next step of building your own website. So this is what I thought you need to understand. So now let's take a few questions. So I will ask a question, address it to Charles.
Okay.
Some of the audience members want to know, what is the subscription? How does a jeweler come on board if he wants to be present on eJewelry? What are the commercials?
So we actually have a good pricing grid, a pricing strategy. There's something for everybody. The highest could be like a 50K or 50,000 rupees, where we do a lot of photo shoots for you and we help you out with cataloging, help you out with various features. The lowest could be even as 10,000 rupees. In fact, what I would say is most of the jewelers, it's an opportunity for you to try it out for a month. The free trial, you should actually go for it and try it out. You get to know a lot of the different kind of features that the website and the platform offers. What are the capabilities? How much you can expect a sale through this platform. We can give you a lot more information. All a person needs to do is to kind of leave the phone number or the email ID and we'll get back to you. But I hope this answers the question that we have a very flexible pricing grid, which you can use depending on what interests you best.
Okay, now Mukul has a question. He says, how can you help a small jewelry industry player in India? Small jeweler, how will you help him?
So let's look at it in two ways, right? I mean, you think you are small, but is it because of the size of your shop? When you come on board on eJewelry, there's a standard store for one. We help any jeweler across India to sell their products online to different parts of India and also across the world. There are quite a few small brands which are present with us and who are doing good sale also. Now, when I talk about good sales, it could be an online sale which may not be a very high priced product. It could be even a silver coin or a gold coin, A gold coin could be anywhere between 4,500 or 5,000 as a price. But if your specialization is in coins, or if your specialization you have a variety of chains to offer, for example, there are a lot of people who even buy chains online. If you come on board with us, so Anubhai, one thing which I actually forgot to even mention was that we do a lot of store activities in particular cities. So even if you're a small or a big jeweler brand, when we do the store activities, we do a lot of marketing and promotions in that small city or whichever city it is, saying that, we will be present at ABC store, the name of the store, and you can come and walk in and get a lot more designs to choose from. You can get a discount also, which we offer. Now, how this helps a jeweler brand is that even if it's a small or a big jeweler, with the marketing promotions that we do, we choose very, very finely in terms of our digital targeting about who we are targeting, who has the capability or who's interested in buying jewelry online. When people click on this ad, they will come to read about a promotion that is happening in a particular store activity. And you will probably get in a lot more new customers into your store. You can, of course, there will be normal walk-ins that people come and buy from you. But yes, we can get you a lot more new customers. And a small or a big brand doesn't matter too much for us. If you are interested to grow, we are with you and we will help you out.
Okay, now there is a question from Anurag Sinha. He says, from your past e-commerce experience in other industries, if a customer is undecisive on buying jewelry versus other items online, so what is the way forward? That is what I gather from this question. So with your kind permission, I'll try and answer. You can add or correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You are perfectly correct, Anurag. When it comes to buying luxury products, the price does matter. As Charles said, that it is not possible to sell a product worth, let's say, 50 lakhs online. Very true. But that doesn't mean there is a zero possibility. I'll give you an example. See, the online medium has become so strong that it depends on with which company you are interacting online. To give you a concrete example, last month, Sotheby's had conducted online auction. So Sotheby's is a very reputed organization, and they always do offline auctions. Because of the pandemic, they decided to do an online auction, and they had offered for sale Cartier Tutti Frutti bracelet, and they had given a price band between $600,000 to $800,000. You'll be surprised that ultimately that Cartier bracelet got sold at $1.3 million. So another example, Tanishq recently, what they found that they were able to get inquiries which were 3 to 4 times the average value of the products which they used to sell offline. So things are changing very fast, and don't forget that online medium is not only to get additional or new customers to your website, but it is also to provide additional facilities to your existing customers. Let's say you are a jeweler in traffic is a big issue, and people are very busy. They don't get a parking space. You have an existing customer who buys regularly, who comes to your store and buys. But so there is already an existing relationship, and you have a credibility with that customer. So that customer will not hesitate to buy an expensive set of maybe more than ₹1 million from you, because he knows that if anything goes wrong, you're always there to take care. You will exchange or you will buy back. So you need to be present online, because if your products are not available online, consumer will feel that you are not available offline. Jagdeep Kapoor has said in so many words that jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai, which is very applicable for jewelry also.
Very true.
Yeah. So Charles, there is another question which I think you should answer.
Okay.
There is a question from a lady, I guess, about designers. So where is that question? Let me see. I saw it. How will a small designer brand get noticed in a sea of big jewelers? You can answer this.
Sorry, what was that again?
How will a small designer, Sonali Shah, the question is
Right.
from Sonali. I think she's a designer, jewelry designer based out of Surat. So
Okay.
how will a small jeweler designer brand get noticed in a sea of big jewelers?
Well, it's not about a sea of big jewelers. You know, when so Sonali, if you actually remember the point that I said, that when we optimize our website and we optimize your store on eJewelry, we optimize it not only for your brand name, but we also optimize it for different keywords depending on what is your specialization. So if, to the other question that I said for the answer that I gave for the other question, if your specialty is maybe a chain or a special kind of a chain or a special kind of a diamond bracelet that you have, we can optimize for that. Now, if there are consumers who are searching for these products on Google, yes, the possibility is that your store on eJewelry will pop up first, second, third, or at least in the first 10 results. Now, to your fear that you have about getting lost among the big fish over here, no, it will not happen. Digital works very, very differently. Of course, if you spend money and you do a lot of marketing, you will get noticed. We on eJewelry, we do it on your behalf for you. You know, when we promote our brands, we actually, when we do a lot of the sale that happens, we do a very fine targeting to different audiences. So if your specialty is X, we will only see who has those interest levels of X and we will promote it to them. So coming back to one more point is that, you know, when you need to come to us and tell us that I have these set of products, which are famous products. If it's selling offline, you know, I'm sure it'll sell online also.
So there is another question from the audience. And
Anup, I actually wanted to add to a bit of what you said earlier. I think it was Mukul's question. You know, eJewelry is not only a transactional platform, it's also it's a good platform for branding. So if you have a product that is that a consumer doesn't buy for the first time, we follow something called as a remarketing or retargeting. When a consumer sees something on our website and expresses certain kind of interest or spends certain amount of time on that product, we ensure that we will capture some data of that user and we will show him similar products on the website or even across whichever other websites that he visits. So after a continuous exposure to your brand, yes, it does affect and change the mindset of the consumer. So even when we talk about advertising, just to share my past experience, when Amazon came into India, Flipkart did not have those kind of budgets to advertise. But what we did very, very intelligently was do a lot of research on our end and searched and saw what is it that consumers want. You know, according to that, we used to kind of then have different products being showcased. And of course, we had to speak to all our partners to say that, you know, you need to price it competitively, where you have a healthy margin and we have a healthy margin also. And together, we used to get a lot more shoppers coming onto a Flipkart. Because of course, there was love for the brand, but there is also a lot of value for money that consumers see over there.
Okay, now you need to answer this question from the audience. They want to know how are you different from, let's say, CaratLane or Bluestone. Simple answer, I think.
Yeah. So if you actually remember the presentation, that we saw, a Carrot and Bluestone have their own inventory. They are not a marketplace of sorts. We are a marketplace. We have equal share of exposure that we give to all the brands. We are neutral as a platform. We have a lot of jewelry brands who also have their own e-com presence, and they're selling on eJewelry too. That's because they're looking at it as a branding channel and also a transaction channel. But to answer the question very, very clearly, we are different because we don't hold our own inventory. It is your inventory that we help you sell to Indian audience and to NRI audiences through our platform.
Okay. Now there is one gentleman who wants to know, Shrenik Parak. Not many people know about eJewelry at the moment. So what steps you people are taking to promote your brand, and at what levels?
So, right now, very honestly, because of this COVID situation, there are quite some limitations. But we have kind of taken this opportunity very, very differently, and we are optimizing our platform in such a way that we get a lot more visibility through organic searches. So, organic searches is basically when people search on a Google. That will help us get a lot more people who are interested for a certain product onto the website or onto the app that is there. When during promotion time, we very actively and proactively do a lot of promotions to get people consumers onto the website and check out different products that are there. In terms of pure branding for eJewelry, you already saw one video. If you actually go to our YouTube channel or you go to our Facebook page, you'll see that we have a lot of views and very high amount of views for these videos also. We've been doing a bit on branding. Yes, eJewelry is just a 2-year-old company. It's a small baby, and we're taking baby steps and we are growing. But you'll see a lot more of information and promotions about us very, very soon. Let's all hope that this COVID situation kind of gets resolved soon, and we see some light at the end of the tunnel with a vaccine. But then we will, of course, create our presence, and we remember you also.
Okay, now there was a question from an audience member who wanted to know whether eJewelry will admit jewelers who deal in silver jewelry. I think the answer is yes.
Yes, of course. If you have a brand, if you have a store, yes, of course, you're most welcome to sign up with us.
Okay, now there is an interesting question from an anonymous attendee. Sir, for example, I suggest my existing customer to have a look at our store on eJewelry. So what he means to say that tomorrow he decides to open an e-store on eJewelry, and he recommends one of his customers to go and have a look at his collection on eJewelry. Now that customer goes to eJewelry and not only looks at his collection, but also sees the other collection. And ultimately, she ends up buying a collection or a creation from some other jeweler. So, what do you think? I have lost a customer. How will you address this? So, I think I will partly answer this question, and partly I think you should add on to it. My answer is very simple: that when you are having an offline store, obviously you are present in a marketplace, you are present in a cluster. That's the whole idea, because a customer goes to buy a jewelry where there is a neighborhood of jewelers, and a consumer, whether he is an Indian or a global consumer, we always like to compare and we want to have choice. So whether you are offline or online, you will always face this problem. The consumer will come to your store, also go to the neighborhood store and buy from wherever he or she feels that the price is right and the collection is good and to their liking. So this is my view. What is your view, Charles?
I think you answered it all and very well, Anil Bhai. One more thing that I'd like to add is that this thought came to my mind. In this entire COVID situation, you'd want to avoid a lot of crowded places also. So this is not an answer to the question. I think you answered it really well, but just giving an add-on of what and how people can and how our jeweler partners can utilize our platform pretty well. So coming to the COVID situation, You don't want to be in crowded places today. If you see 10 people around you, you're scared. So if you want to schedule an appointment for a customer, you should actually tell them, why don't you use the eJewelry platform, tell us the products that you like, schedule an appointment and come and visit us at the store. What a jeweler partner can actually do is you can utilize this opportunity to have those products placed for and ready for the customer, ensure that there is less amount of people or less crowd at the store. They can also have similar products already ready. So the customer is feeling very comfortable. It's almost like a red carpet treatment for them. And they can, of course, buy whatever you want.
But here I would also like to add, correct me if I'm wrong, Charles. So in the worst case scenario, a jeweler has lost the customer.
Right.
I'm sure you will be able to provide him all the analytics and the data as to why that customer made a choice of a competing brand. I think that should be possible, right?
Yeah. So when a customer actually compares a product, also you can come to know the comparison that will happen. But what we really don't want to divulge information about is we don't want to get consumers' private information to be out there. As a platform, we take care of that. So you'll be able to see how many customers preferred you or compared your product over some other product. It is not about one customer. You'll get to see about 10 customers who actually compared your products and shopped somewhere else.
Okay. Now, Suraj Popli from Bandra, he wants to know, since eJewelry already has 2 years of experience, up to what range are the maximum sales happening online?
So in terms, in terms of range, in terms of the price, or these are online sales, offline sales, or?
No, you can answer both ways. He wants to know what is the average online price.
So I think that really matters according to the choice of the customer and how comfortable they are. But to answer the question, it varies anywhere between the online sale. A ticket size could vary between probably around even a 4,000 or 5,000 rupees gold coin. It can go right high up to around 45 to 50,000 worth a cart value also. It depends on also the season and what is the kind of interest levels of the consumer.
One of the audience members also want to know what are the margins which a jeweler need to share with eJewelry in case of sales happen online.
So I think we can probably reply back to this question also personally. We could probably get in touch with them and understand what is the work with them to understand what is comfortable for them. We have certain margins and certain percentages that we do require for running a business. But yes, it can be discussed.
Okay. So why don't you have a go at some questions? I think there are 40 questions. We have answered most of them, but please have a look. And if you have the time, we have already crossed 1 hour, but we can still answer.
Yes, I'm just actually wondering because I'm happy to see that there are still 81 participants there and questions are flowing in. So we could spend like another 5-10 minutes and answer some questions.
Yeah. So please go through the Q&A box and answer a few questions, please, if you don't mind.
So there was a question from Vimal Rai Prabhakar, and he says that, have you planned eJewelry office in Chandigarh? I have a space over there. So Vimal Bhai, I think we have our head office in Bombay, but we have our people our sales team who can actually connect with you over a phone call, and we can discuss how we can get you on board very, very soon. Hope that answers your question. We do not have different branches at different locations. We only have one office which is in Bombay currently. But yes, we intend to expand. Yeah. So there is a question from Chirag Jain about how Tata Click for jewelry. I would really not comment about how any particular platform is because it's an individual choice of a consumer. At the end of it, it's a consumer who's buying. But yes, everyone, for the seller point of view, I think everybody has the pros and cons. And the best way to put it would be there are some who are interested in their own profits. While we are interested in profits, we also understand how this business is run. So our founders have been veterans of the jewelry industry, and we are we have empathy for and we know about the kind of pain that you would go through. So of course, I would say that eJewelry is a lot more different from the others because we have a jewelry background.
Okay.
There was one question from Shrenik Parekh, I guess. What forms of promotion do you do for our partners? So, Shrenik, I think I mentioned that we optimize our website to ensure that your brand is found and products from your brand are found when somebody searches on Google. When there are sales that happen, we do a lot of promotions and we also promote your brand products. We do store activities, which I spoke about, which are only in a particular city. And we do multiple cities also. So in the store activity, we will promote your brand and say that there is a particular store where we are going to be coming in and we will have certain discounts to consumers of that city. So 3 promotions basically that we focus on.
So I think we have the coordinates for all the participants, and those questions which we have not answered, I think we can answer them individually by email. And I also would like to thank all the participants once again that they have taken out the time to attend this session. And the only thing I would like to tell them that your online journey should start now. So there is always a call to action button. So why don't you just pick up the phone, and the number has already been shared with you by Charles. Just give them a phone call or send them a mail and at least start talking. I'm sure you will be convinced and you will start your online journey latest by today, tomorrow, and definitely before the deadline for the complimentary AMC ends. That's all I want to say. Charles, anything you want to talk to them?
So really, I mean, I'm really grateful and thankful to all of you for attending the session. I think I really enjoyed talking to you and hope you enjoyed the session also. If you did enjoy it, let's give it a thumbs up over here, or maybe a clap over there. So yeah, happy to hear from you and look forward to having some more sessions where we can connect with you directly.
Okay, you've been a lovely audience. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.
And stay safe. Bye-bye.
Yes. You too, Charles. Bye.